Salutations, crustaceans! I'm Lobster, and this is the review of our Sire Z7. I hope you enjoyed the new intro jam. I'm just gonna play it by ear a little bit on the next few reviews and try to work out a more cohesive format, but we'll see how this goes. So we are looking at the Sire Z7 today. And before we begin, a big thank you to Sire Guitars for providing us with this bass for review. I really appreciate it. So before we get into the Sire Z7 specifically, let's just do a quick overview of the Sire Z series. The Sire Z series is essentially their Music Man Stingray competitor, offering a lot of features of the premium Music Man Stingray basses that we see from Sterling by Music Man and Ernie Ball Music Man, but at a much lower price point, more akin to that of like a Ray 4 or a Ray 24. I've previously reviewed the Z3. I really like that bass. Sire did a great job with their Music Man style pickup as well as their 3-band preamp. They took away a lot of the frills that you see on the higher end Sires and offered a more stripped down preamp, but a more authentic preamp for the Stingray experience. But today we're going to be looking at the Sire Z7. This is the top of the line 7 series bass currently. So starting at $599, the Sire Z7 is a very well priced bass considering the features that it has. We have the option of an alder body with several different types of finishes, as well as a natural finish with the ash body that carries a $100 premium. The 5-string also carries a $100 premium over the 4, so keep that in mind. I believe these top out at $799, maybe $899 if you get like a 5-string ash fretless. But what do we get for that money? We have an upgraded preamp. This is the fully featured Marcus Miller preamp that we see on all the other Sire active basses, at least all the legacy ones. We have a stacked volume and tone control here, as well as a blend control, a treble control, a mid control with a mid frequency control, and we have our bass control, which is a push-pull to bypass the preamp. When the preamp is bypassed, we still have access to the blend control as well as the passive tone control. We just lose access to the EQ. You also may notice a difference in output depending on how the gain control in the cavity is set. We have a Music Man style pickup here. I'm not sure if this is Alnico or ceramic. I think the higher end one is Alnico, don't quote me on that. And then we have our jazz bass pickup here at the neck. This is a single coil jazz bass pickup, which is an interesting choice, and I'll talk about how that impacts the experience shortly. The bridge that we have here is a new design. It has all the same features that we see on many of the other Sire bridges, including the ability to string through the body, as well as through the bridge. And we have the grooves to adjust the saddles while keeping them in place so they're not like sliding around all over the place. So overall, a very nice bridge on this Z7. It's the same style bridge that we see on the Z3 though, so this isn't really a differentiator. And then we also have a pickguard here, a Stingray-ish style oval pickguard. I think the black and the natural is definitely a classic combination here, and it looks great. And then moving up to the neck, this is another really nice feature. This is a roasted maple neck with a roasted maple fingerboard, 34-inch scale, 22 frets with a 12-inch fingerboard, and we have stainless steel frets as well as abalone inlays to give it that premium look and feel. We have a bone nut with a 45mm nut width. This is essentially the standard 5-string Sire neck profile that you see on most of the other basses, whereas the 4-string counterpart has the same style neck that you see on the Z3, which is a chunky neck for sure, but it's comfortable. We have the edgeless design as well with the rolled edges, making this a very good playing experience. Up at the headstock, we have a 4x1 tuner configuration with these regular style Sire tuners. These are the higher end tuners versus what we get in the Z3 as well as the V3. So those we could not swap with the Gotos due to being a different screw pattern, but these we can swap with Goto GB528s if you're looking to save, I think it's like a quarter pound or so off of the headstock. A pretty significant weight savings and definitely improves the playing experience of this bass. That being said, as it is stock, it's pretty good. I definitely can't complain. Let's look at the back though real quick. We can see the ash body, beautiful grain here. We have an 18-volt battery compartment, string through body option here, and a 5-screw neck attachment with a contoured neck heel. Very good looking back here. We don't really see this on the lower end Stingrays. Those are usually squared off on the Sterling by Music Man basses. And we have to get to the Stingray Special, which is a over $2,000 bass, to get this style neck heel. And how much does our Sire Z7 weigh? This particular example, which is a 5-string with the ash body, comes in at 9.2 pounds. Very well weighted given the materials and the specs. Definitely not a boat anchor. I approve. But as we all know, weight really doesn't matter much if the bass does not balance well. So how does our Sire Z7 balance in the lap? We have a little bit of neck dive. I mean, it's not super heavy, but one thing that kind of hurts it ergonomically is this short lower horn. So what happens is, depending on the style pant you're wearing or the material, we can have a little bit of slippage with the lower horn, and it can make playing sitting down a bit of a challenge if you're not wearing a strap. Balance-wise, again, we're not fighting the neck, but it is not a very well-balanced instrument in the lap. Let's see what it balances like with a strap, though. In the lap with a strap, we have really good balance here. I don't have any neck dive, and the same can be said when I'm standing up. It is perfectly balanced, I can move around, and I don't find it dropping or tugging on the strap. Overall, very well balanced with the strap. And then what does our Sire Z7 cost? This particular example would come in at $799. That is the 5-string, which carries a $100 premium, and it is the Ash model, which also carries a $100 premium. The base Sire Z7 4-string starts at $599, however, and I think that at that price it is a great value. We have other finishes like the gorgeous Burgundy Mist. I believe there's a white and a sunburst. I forgot what other finishes there are. Oh, there's the blue one. And I know that Sire is going to be releasing more finishes as well as a revision to the Z7. But now let's plug in our Z7 into our Ampeg Rocket and hear what it sounds like through a basic combo amp. So that is our Sire Z7. That is with everything centered and the preamp engaged. Now you may have noticed, if you listen to it, it sounds like a Stingray. And you may be wondering why. I have both pickups engaged. So the Z7, as it currently stands, has a bit of an issue when it comes to pickup balance. We have our single coil neck pickup, which is a jazz pickup. Jazz pickups are generally more on the lower output side, whereas the Stingray pickup is quite a bit hotter. When we have the blend centered, the Stingray pickup very much overpowers the neck pickup. So I'm going to do a little bit of playing, and I'm going to use the blend control so you can hear what I'm talking about. This is the bridge pickup fully engaged. Here's it center. And then here's our neck pickup soloed. As you can hear, there is a bit of an output difference. And then when you have both pickups blended together, where's the center? Here's the center. And then back. The character at center is very much dominated by the Stingray pickup. One solution which I think could be implemented here while keeping the current pickup is to implement individual gain controls for each pickup in the control cavity. Some higher end 3-band preamps have that, and that allows you to balance the output of each pickup, so at center you can have a balanced sound. However, we don't have that option on this particular preamp, which is a bummer. Another option would be to install a more powerful neck pickup. Usually when you're dealing with a single coil and a humbucker configuration, you usually have a hum canceling neck pickup, which is a humbucker, even though it's a jazz bass shape. We don't have that here. This is a single coil and definitely has a bit less output versus what we see with like a humbucker in series. From what we've seen from the NAMM Show 2025 footage though, Sire is going to be updating the neck pickup. I don't know if it's going to be hum canceling or if it's going to be a single coil, but they are going to be using the large style pull pieces like what we have in the Stingray style pickup at the bridge. So I'm excited to hear what that will sound like and if that will improve the situation. One way to kind of, I guess, fix it and give you a more centered tone is to just take the blend control and move it ever so slightly towards the neck. Still not perfect, and you do have a bit of an output difference even with that small adjustment. Now let's just pan over to the neck pickup, focus on that for a bit. Here's what this sounds like with the tone all the way open. Again, not bad sounding pickup. However, it's probably going to get lost in a mix given the supreme output difference compared to the bridge pickup. Let's take the tone control all the way down. Here's what that sounds like. And here's the neck pickup at like 50% tone. Yep, so that is our neck pickup. Again, we have this 3-band preamp. It's the typical Sire 3-band preamp. We have our treble control, our bass control, and our mid control with a mid frequency. I believe the bass control is targeting around 20 hertz, so it is a low bass control. And then we have a large frequency sweep. And then we have a large frequency sweep here with our mid frequency and a treble control that I don't remember what it's targeting. But let's let's bass the boost. Let's boost the bass just a little bit. Oh, we have fun here. Yeah, so you can definitely get a fat tone out of this neck pickup, but again, you can't really balance this neck pickup with the bridge pickup as it is. We do have a fun little mod project planned. Thank you to EMG for making a special little neck pickup that we're going to put in here and see if we can balance things out a bit while keeping the preamp stock and not touching anything else. We're probably going to mod the hell out of this thing too, but that is down the line. We'll worry about that later. Let's play with this mid-frequency control a little bit. I'm going to boost the mids about 50%, and we're just going to run through the sweep. Getting a little bit of buzz here on the 5th fret. I think it's just a setup issue. I could probably tune this in a little bit better, but it's pretty good where it is right now. Let's go over to the bridge pickup and hear the contrast there. We're going to center our EQ. That's all good. Okay, we're centered. And here's what the bridge pickup sounds like. Yeah, a great sounding Stingray pickup here. Sire just did a great job with the Music Man pickup on the Z series. It sounds crispy, it sounds punchy, but it doesn't have a lack of low end or low mids. It has a very full character, and it's different than the regular Music Man character, but with the EQ you can definitely dial in a bit more of that trebly Music Man-ness. Maybe cutting a little bit of the lower mids and boosting the treble. Here's what that would sound like. Oh, yeah. So we can definitely dial in that classic Stingray tone, and then we can also get something a bit more, I guess, neutral with the preamp centered. Let's take the tone control down let's just do it all the way for fun. Here's what that sounds like with just the bridge pickup here. Oh, this is fun. And yeah, it still sounds really good. You get a more jazz bassy bridge pickup sound, like a Jacko-y tone when you turn the tone all the way down. But it is a great sounding pickup nonetheless. I don't know, let's boost the bass a little bit, see what happens. Yeah, so a bit of a hot pickup. So using the preamp with the neck pickup yields better results given the lower output. Whereas using the preamp with the bridge pickup, you definitely get a bit more of a drastic change, and you can clip your output if you're not careful. So again, a more balanced pickup combination would probably yield better results, not just at center, but then in regards to predictability when it comes to utilizing either effects or utilizing the onboard preamp. I swear I had a pick. Where's my pick? Where's my picky pick? Now let's play our Sire Z7 with a pick. I'll keep the preamp centered, and let's start out with just the neck pickup. A really nice pick sound from the neck pickup here. I could complain about the output the whole video, but at least we have some solid tone out of this neck pickup. Oh, we have fun. Let's go over to the bridge pickup now with a pick. I'm still working on my pick playing, but it's getting better. And let's center our blend control now. Let's put the pick away now, and let's do a little bit of slapping. I'm going to keep the blend control centered for now. Here's what that sounds like. And let's go over to the neck pickup now. And here's the bridge pickup. Why not? And I think that is enough of our Ampeg rocket. Let's move over to our trickfish slash whatever all this stuff is combo and hear what that sounds like. Beep. Okay, before I get carried away, that is our Sire Z7 through our stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. I'm going to make a video going over all of it because there's a lot. I got into pedals a little bit, and yeah. So what we're hearing is the bass through a Cosimo 360 plus bass preamp, as well as our Origin Cali 76 bass compressor. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of chorus. Hear what that sounds like. And let's take off the chorus now. I forgot, let's do a little fuzz. We have a built-in fuzz. It is like an original acoustic fuzz, like what was on like Jocko's amp. So let's engage that. delay stuff now. So what we heard thus far was the Chase Bliss Warped Vinyl Hi-Fi for the chorus. And now we're going to do a little Chase Bliss Therme action for our delay. That's a fun pedal. It gets a little weird, but yeah, that's a fun one. Let's do a little bit of reverb now. Now, one other pedal I want to share with you all is this Electro Harmonix Hog 2. And I have it hooked up to a expression pedal here, and we can do a lot of fun stuff with it. We can have a lot of fun with this, a lot of fun. And finally, before we conclude this, let's just have a little jam with our spaceship here. That definitely went places. So now let's just go over our final thoughts of our Sire Z7 here. Overall, this is a very nice bass. Starting at, again, $599 and topping out at, I guess, $899 for a fretless Ash 5-string, but again, this is like the $799 bass, fully featured stainless steel frets, Ash body, roasted maple neck, the fully featured preamp. We have 2 pickups here. A lot is going on with this bass, and a lot of good things are going on. Some things to improve upon: the neck pickup. It needs more kick in order to balance itself with the bridge pickup here, which is a very nice and high output pickup. This neck pickup definitely needs a lot more oomph in order to balance itself with this high output bridge pickup. Seeing a revision of that is going to be a nice thing, and I hope that the updated Sire Z7s will have a better balance on the pickups. And then speaking of balance, the lower horn is definitely kind of an issue if you're playing without a strap. You can have some slippage and then have issues with ergonomics. Outside of that though, this is a very compelling argument for a sub $1,000 Stingray style bass that can kind of do it all. It's almost there. Again, neck pickup, adjust the lower horn a little bit, good to go. I like the additional features that this offers, however, the Z3 is already just so good in regards to being a Stingray style instrument. And I feel like the additional features that we see on the Z7 don't necessarily make it a better Stingray style instrument. The addition of the neck pickup is nice, the roasted maple neck is nice, however I have no issues with the regular maple neck on the Z3, and the single pickup with the 3-band preamp without all the extra bells and whistles does its job just fine on the Z3 as well. So is the Z7 worth it over the Z3? Yes, but only slightly. Hear me out. It's a $150 price difference, which is so small given that we have stainless steel frets, updated body materials, roasted maple neck, additional bells and whistles on the preamp, and a neck pickup. If I was going to get this bass as a set it and forget it bass, I would get the Z3, as it is a more well-rounded instrument that serves its purpose better. Whereas for a mod platform, I would get the Z7 because I know there's so much I can do. With the 2 pickups here, as well as the preamp cavity and the separate battery compartment, I have a lot of options in regards to what I can put in here. And I can swap out this control plate for a smaller Stingray style control plate that has 4 holes versus 5 if I want a few less knobs on here. So there's really a lot of options for the Z7 in regards to mods. However, again, if I just want an instrument that is just good to go from the start, I would get the Z3. But that will do it for my review of our Sire Z7. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. Again, big thank you to Sire for providing this bass for review. I really appreciate it, and thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think about the Sire Z7 as well as the new format of the video. I'm kind of working some things out and like moving some different things around to try to make a more, I guess, feature-packed experience and not so segmented, but give me your feedback in the comments below. I read all those comments and I really want to like make the best videos for you all, so let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. And as always, until we groove again.